Yes, so let us start with our new chapter, that is Canterville's Ghost. Okay, so this is from the same second unit, sorry, sixth unit, that is Unexplained. Okay, so I have already told you about supernatural and everything. So here in this Canterville Ghost, we will first of all discuss about what are the main characters over here. Okay, so first character is Sir Simon. Okay, so Sir Simon is who is Sir Simon? He's the ghost. Okay, so ghost, what is the name of the ghost? Sir Simon. And Mr. Hiram Otis and Mrs. Lucretia Otis. Okay, so this Lucretia Otis and this Mr. Hiram Otis both are an American couple. It means that a couple from America. Okay, Virginia is their daughter. Washington is the son. Clark and Lewis, they are the twin sons of Mr. Otis and okay, Mr. and Mrs. Otis. And James is butler. Now what is the meaning of butler? Butler means a male servant. Okay, so these words are used basically in like old literature. Okay, so butler, it means that male servant. Lord Canterville. Okay, so Lord Canterville, it means that former owner of Canterville Castle. It means that formerly who was the, it belongs to Lord Canterville. Okay, so he was possessing the castle. Okay, and later on we will see that whom he sold the this castle. Okay, so this is mainly a story about a ghost. Okay, like read the play, find out how a ghost was forced to give up haunting people. Okay, so haunting, like he used to haunt people. So now here in the whole story we will find that a firm determination of this Mr. and Mrs. Otis, as well as Clark, Lewis, Virginia and Washington, they all made this Sir Simon to leave the house. Okay, to leave the castle. Here he used to live. Actually this, like this is a castle. Okay, so this belongs to Lord Canterville. This one, this man. Okay, this belonged to Lord Canterville. And he but when this American couple came there, like Mr. and Mrs. Otis, so he just sold them. And before that he told them, look, this place is very haunted. This place is very haunted because here we people used to say that they used to find the ghost of Sir Simon. Okay, because this house earlier it belonged to Sir Simon, and now we can find that the family is no more, but we find the ghost of Sir Simon. Okay, so all this thing, this Lord Canterville tells to this Mr. and Mrs. Otis, but they say that no, we are from America and we are quite modern. We don't believe in this ghost and all. We are agreed that we will live here. Okay, so you please provide this home to us. So the Lord Canterville used to give this house to this now Mr. and Mrs. Otis. They are the new owner of this house. Okay, so what happened? Like this ghost, Sir Simon used to come, and they used to, and he used to also again play the trick over them, and he just want to haunt them. Okay, and James is also an important character. He is the butler or the male servant. Okay, so he is working in this house for many years. So this is the main thing. Like earlier Lord Canterville was the owner of this, but now at present this Mr. and Mrs. Otis, they are the owner of this house. Okay, now the first scene, this is a act wise, scene wise play. Okay, we can say it as a play. I have already told you about the what is the main difference between drama and play, so I want all of you to write that what do you understand by drama and play in the comment. Okay, yes, so scene 1, buying the castle. It means that that castle is sold, and we will be seeing that who is the new owner of this castle. Okay, so this you need to just know and remember all the characters. Okay, names of the all the characters. That time you will understand it in a better way. Yeah, so Lord Canterville, sir, I think you are being rather foolish. Okay, so in this first act we will be finding that how this castle is sold. Okay, how this castle is sold, and here we will be finding that Mr. Otis, he used to say that okay, yeah, here they are just like this Lord Canterville, he is telling them, like Mr. Otis, about what are the problem over here, or how this ghost used to come and he used to just haunt, like how this place is haunted. Okay, so he used to explain everything. Like here he will be saying the castle is haunted. Okay, at the first line itself he used to say that the castle is haunted. My family abandoned it the day my great grand aunt, okay, so because he was having a great grand aunt, the Duchess of Balton. Okay, Duchess, it means that it is related with princess or queen. Okay, so the queen or Duchess, that they used to use. Okay, in the in England and other countries, they used to use this word Duchess, Duke, Duke for King, and Duchess for Queen. Okay, so Duchess of Bolton. That Bolton is a place, and she was the Duchess of Bolton. She was the great grand aunt, and felt two skeleton hands on her shoulder. Okay, so when this episode happened, like while she was sitting that time, from behind, two skeleton hands came, and they were just they touched her shoulder. Okay, so after touching the shoulder, what happened is the whole family, like the family of Lord Canterville, they have just left the home. Okay, by and they called it as a haunted one, and after that they never returned. So all the things this Lord Canterville tells to Mr. Otis. Now he used to say that, yeah. Again, he's saying that please be warned, sir. The ghost always appears before the death of any member of the family. Okay, so he's saying that. Now, Lord Canterville, it is all right with me, but please remember that I warned you. Okay, but again and again, he's focusing that, okay, I am warning you. It is already, if you want to buy, but don't afterwards don't complain me that I have just done any mischievous act with you. But because again and again, I'm telling that what is the main problem with this castle. Okay, and what Otis was saying that, he says that okay, I come from a modern country, America, where we don't believe in ghost. Okay, so here we can find that he is again and again saying that I don't believe in any ghost and other kind of thing. Yes, now here the scene two. Coming to the scene two, the castle, about the castle. Okay, so the Otis family walks up the to the castle. It means that they enter the castle. Now James, we know that who is James? James is a butler or the male servant. Okay, I bid you welcome to the Canterville castle. Now he used to welcome all the family members, and again he used to say about. And here this Otis is just explaining or introducing his family members. Okay, and again Lewis and Clark. Who are Lewis and Clark? They are the twin sons of Mr. and Mrs. Otis. Now they are just playing there. We can find that they are thirsty at that time. What happens? This Virginia. Who is Virginia? This character. Okay, Virginia. She is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Otis, and these both are the twin. Okay, so this Virginia says that, Mother, look at this. It looks like a blood on the rug here. So there was a carpet. So there was a stain of a blood. Okay. So she was the first one to observe, and she used to just tell other family members. And again, after that, some discussion used to happen. And this James, the butler of the house or the servant of the house, he was saying that yes, it is a blood from Eleanor D. Canterville. Okay. So this is the name, Eleanor D. Canterville. This is the name of Simon's wife. Okay. Whom this Simon the ghost, he killed her. Okay, she was murdered there about 300 years ago, and from this is a story about 300 years ago. There was a like a one man murdered his wife, and what is her name? Eleanor D. Canterville. And now when you will read about that, why she was murdered that time, the reason is more funnier. Okay, this also we will come across it. Yeah, now, yeah, so they were saying that okay, they told that okay, now we have to just remove the stain. So already I have told you that this Virginia was having one brother, and what was his name? Washington. Okay, so Washington came there, and he just tried to just remove the stain of this blood. Okay, so everything happens. Yeah, here and there was one portrait, it means that picture that was over the wall. Okay, that was the portrait of Sir Simon. Okay, or the ghost. So it was the portrait of Sir Simon or the ghost. So like this family now, this castle belongs to them. Now they just don't want any of the picture over there, so they just ask this James to remove the portrait from the wall. Okay, and Washington comes, and he used to remove the stain from the rug. Okay, after putting some liquid and all, like James used to say that no, nothing will happen if you just try to remove it, will come back. But Washington says that no, it is a nonsense. There's nothing. Pinkerton's champagne stain remover and Paragon detergent can't clean up. Like he used to say that okay, these are the powerful liquids, and this can clean anything. Okay, so after that they used to clean everything, and like here something is written like Lewis and Clark exit, and loud bang off stage. James faint. It means that off stage, like I have already told you about the difference between play and drama. Like play, it means that whatever we read in a written form, like this is a play, whatever we are reading, this is a play, but when this will be performed over a stage, it will be known as a drama. Okay, so that's why this is the major difference between a play and a drama. Like loud bang off stage, it means that there nothing was visible, only the sound will come when you will be seeing the drama. And James faint, it is that James faint. And who is James? James is butler. Okay, now Mrs. Ortiz, she used to say that, oh dear, can we find can we do with butler who faints? Sorry, what can we do with butler who faints? Now again James gets up and he used to say that, no, I am all right. Okay, now they just go for sleeping. Okay, they used to go and sleep. Now scene 3. Scene 3, the heading is Sir Simon appears at midnight. Okay, so midnight is there. At that time, Sir Simon appears. Okay, Sir Simon, it means that ghost. Okay, so here is the first arrival of the ghost. Now this is also a funny part, like he used to come and he used to say that, okay, my portrait, they have just removed my portrait, they are just not respecting me, like even I am a ghost, and but still they are not scared of me, and all other things. Okay, like he removed my family's portrait on wall and removed my blood stain, and also they have just removed my wife's blood stain. Okay, which was there for more than 300 years. Now he is saying that take some Virginia's paint, it means that nail paints. Okay, nail paints, you might be knowing that nail paints, okay, that used to be put on the nails. So Virginia, it means that that girl's daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Otis, he used to take her nail paints and he used to just again pour that over the rug. So I have kept this blood stained hair for 300 years, 11 months and 15 days. Now he used to do the counting also. But now few Americans, it means that Mr. and Mrs. Otis family, they have just ruined my reputation. Like whatever the prestige I was having, they have just ruined everything. Yes, I must evict these people. I will send them scurrying back to America. Like scurrying, it means to run with a quick short steps. Like I will be just haunting them, and I will be making them that they will be without thinking any second thought, they will be directly back to their America, the place from where they came. Okay, yeah, let's out a terrifying man moan. Okay, moan, it means that a loud cry, and disappears, it means that he he disappears. And then now the fourth scene, it means the blood stain reapers. Okay, the blood stain reapers. Now we'll see that what happens to the blood stain. Now next morning, library is empty. Lewis and Clark, it means that twin, they used to come and they used to see the blood stain. They used to inform the whole family. And again this Mrs. Otis asked Lewis to clean it, but he used to say, no, I won't, because it will offend Sir Simon. Okay, so I won't do that. Yeah, at that meanwhile, this Clark and Lewis makes a plan. They used to say that, okay, today both of us will be like waiting for the ghost, and when he will come, we will be shooting them with a pea shooter. Okay, pea shooter, it means that with a like they used to play with gun. Okay, with them they will and also they will attack the ghost with the pillow. Okay, they have just made the plan. Now, okay, yes. Yes, Mrs. Otis, dear, I assure you, there is no such thing as a ghost. Now she was consoling them. There is obviously a draft somewhere in this room. Draft, it means that here, oh yeah, okay, it is given the flow of cool air in a room or other confined space, also spelled as draught. Okay, so draught, this you can spell as draught. So there was a draught, it means that a cool air. Just because of that, the papers got scattered here and there, and the snail paint might have fallen over that place. Now Mrs. Otis, James wake up and she used to ask this James butler to clean the room, but he used to say, sorry, I won't. Then again Washington comes and he used to say that, okay, I will do this. And again he used to remove the stain. Now Virginia, the daughter, enters and sits at desk and takes paints out of the box. She was having a box and where she used to store all her paints. Okay, it may be paints for coloring also. Okay, because it is not specified, so we cannot say anything like it was a nail paint or a coloring paint. I guess that it was a coloring paint. Okay, now Virginia, odd, I wonder where I put my brick red paint. Okay, now she was finding searching for her brick red paint. Okay, but because it was not there, and what happened to her brick red paint? Okay, this is my question, you have to write. So what happened to her brick red paint? I have already explained you. that Mr. Sir Simon did something to it. Now you will be telling me that what happened with the brick red paint of Virginia. Now again this James used to faint, drops coffee mugs after listening all this thing. Okay, again he used to get back. Now Washington, now he started believing in this thing like the ghost and all. Now he used to say that I must write a letter to the Journal of Paranormal Phenomena. Now journal, okay, so like the writing of a paranormal means something that is normal, and para it means that beyond a normal thing, like things that cannot be explained by science or reason and seems to involve in a mysterious forces. Okay, that is known as paranormal phenomena. It means that event in a natural or nature and society, especially ones that are not fully understood. Okay, anything that happens for which we don't have any logic, that is known as phenomena. So you admit the ghost exists, like James. The butler is asking Washington that, okay, so now you are agreeing that ghost is there. Well, I suppose that. So he is saying that, well, okay, I suppose that. In between, interrupted. Okay, he was about to say something, but this Mr. Otis, like the father, came and he said that, no, no, Washington is a regular contributor and he writes a letter every month. No, so he is saying that, no, no, he is writing to this about this paranormal phenomena. He is writing a journal just because he is like regularly he used to write, okay, every month. This is his like his passion. Now again this Mrs. Otis ordered James to prepare breakfast. Now everything is there, nothing more important here. Yeah, Washington, they want to see the ghost when he comes to replenish the blood stain. It means that restore, like they would just want to see that when this Sir Simon comes and put the this blood over the rug. Okay, so this is there. Now scene 5, the first haunting. Okay, so the first haunting, what happens in the first haunting? It means that when this Sir Simon came and haunted them, the twins run on stage with pillows. They were there, so they just took the places at that time. Yeah, Mr. Otis. Yeah, at that time we will find this Sir Simon appears there. Okay, all right. I have got the bottle of water to. Yeah, Lewis. They are just planning. This Lewis was having a bottle of water so that he can throw over this Sir Simon, it means ghost. Sir Simon is dressed up in chains, making lots of noise. Okay, at that time, Sir Simon enters the house, castle. Okay, and he was tied up in the chain, and that chains were rusted. They were just making lots of noise. He entered library where twins are sleeping on the floor. He takes another of Virginia's paint and replenishes the blood stain. It means that restore. Okay, the twins never wake up, but they were still sleeping. Sir Simon then edges down the hall, making an awful racket and moaning. Racket, it means that both of this racket and moaning, it means that awful, it means that very bad or which you don't like, which you don't desire. Racket and moaning, it means that a loud cry. Okay, so Mr. Otis enters through bedroom door, and he used to this. We can find that Mr. Otis comes and he used to provide one liquid, like one oil, and he used to ask this Sir Simon, okay, like your chains are just making lots of noise, so you please take this oil and put it over there so that they will be you can walk freely. Okay, and because we are getting disturbed just because of your this chain. Okay, and after that Mr. Otis exits the door. Sir Simon takes the bottle and throws it to floor. Now he is very angry. Like the ghost is very angry. He used to say that, okay, now they're just coming to me and they're just talking to me in such a free manner. And then again he's providing me a bottle of oil. How barbarians. Barbarian, it means that a person who behaves very badly. Okay, and has no respect for art, education, or etc. So like he is saying that these people, they are mannerless, they don't behave properly. Like I am a ghost and he's not respecting me. He's just in spite of just getting scared of me, he's just providing me a bottle of oil so that I will put it on my chain. Okay, it is my right to moan. Like he's saying that it is my right that I will make some kind of shrill sounds or some bad sound and haunt and make horrible noises. He's saying that it is my right because I am a ghost. So these all are my basic duties. Why I have haunted these halls for more than, and again he's saying that more than 300 years ago yes, sorry, for more than 300 years I am haunting this place, and now these people are coming and they are stopping me. Now this time what happened, this twins jump up from library with their pillows. Okay, now the twin, both like Lewis and this Clark, they come from the library and they started throwing pillows at him, like at this Sir Simon. Okay, and after that, at the end of the scene, we find that twins follow him off. It means that Simon used to scream loud, let out a scream. It means that shouting loudly. Okay, and runs off the stage, and he used to run off the stage. Now sixth scene, the problem. Okay, so the heading of the sixth scene is the problem. Next morning, what happened, Mrs. Otis and Washington all are there. They have just seen that what happened, like they are talking, like they're discussing that what happened last night when this ghost came. And Mr. Otis was saying that okay, we are just planning to charge him a rent, because now we are the owner of this house and this ghost is just living there, so he should pay the rent. Okay, so this was the plan made by Mr. Otis, and he asked Washington to write a proper notice so that they can give it to him. Okay, and the meanwhile, this twins enter and they say that yeah, we have got the ghost last night, yeah, we scared him right away. And they were just telling that how they have just made, they were successful in their plan. Okay, and again they used to clean the the stain. On the other hand, if he doesn't use Tammany Rising Sun lubricator, we will be forced to take his chains from him. And again he is saying that okay, fine, if he is not going to use that oil, the name of the oil is given here, that time what we will be doing, that time we will be snatching the chains from him. And also you have to use you have to write this in the terms of the rental document, the document which you prepared for taking the rent. In there, one more term you have to add. And what is the new term, that is, if this ghost is not going to use this oil which was provided to him, and if still his chain is going to make noise, that time they will be taking it off from him, his chain. Okay, now comes the seventh scene, the haunting continues. Now still the haunting is continued, like Sir Simon, he's not ready to give up. Now he gets the receipt and yellow pad for rent terms. Now the receipt is there for the rent terms. They are pinned on a wall of hall. Okay, so there he finds. Now Simon read it and he is to say now what was written. Okay, he's reading, dear sir, we have recently purchased this place from Lord Canterville. If you wish to remain here, we will be forced to collect rent. Please remit, it means that payment before the end of this week. Remit, it means that pay. Okay, thank you. So this was the notice. Now Sir Simon, he was very angry now. What? Charge me rent to live in my own home? I ought to be charging them rent. Now he's saying that okay, they just want to charge rent from me. Now I will teach them. Now I will charge the rent from them. Now starts walking to library and then see ghost scarecrow. Okay, so this scarecrow was put by the twins. Okay, now he is to see the scarecrow. At that time one idea used to come in his mind, that he will be asking for help from the phantom. It means that ghost. Okay, wait, I have an idea. Maybe this ghost, this terrifying new phantom, can help me get rid of the Otises. It means that Otis family. I will talk to him. Okay, and now he used to talk to the new one. Oh Lord Ghost. Okay, he was saying to that phantom, it means the new ghost, he is asking for the power, and he is saying that I want to fight with them, or like I want to send them back, so please help me. Now twins again enter and they used to attack with a pea shooter. Okay, boo boo, there's a sound like they used to fire it. And again this Sir Simon used to run away out of the scene. Now the last scene, evicting the ghost. Okay, so evicting, now here we will be seeing that how this ghost is evicted. Morning in the library, it is a morning time. Washington enters. Okay, now Washington enters. Washington, look, the blood stain is back and it is blue this time. But now this time, because he used to use the paint only. Okay, that's why the blood stain is blue in color this time. Virginia, crying, look, all my paints are gone. Okay, now Virginia is saying that okay, what he did all my now I am not having any paint in my box. Runs off stage in the direction of Sir Simon's room. Sir Simon is sitting in the chair looking all forlorn and tired. Okay, so he was very lonely and he was very sad. Forlorn, it means that sad. Okay, so he was very sad and tired, like Virginia, after looking that there was no paint in her box. So she ran towards the Simon's room, and she found that he was he was very sad and he was very tired. Okay, so he was sitting on a chair. Virginia, you poor ghost. I am so sorry for you. My brothers are going back to school tomorrow, and then if you behave yourself, no one will bother you. Okay. Again, she is saying that okay, you have to behave yourself, and if you're going to behave yourself, now my brothers won't bother you. Now this Sir Simon is absurd. It means that illogical, something which is illogical. Now he is saying it is absurd asking me to behave myself. Now he is saying that I am a ghost, and how someone can come and ask me to, like, oh ghost, please kindly, not kindly, that you have to behave. Okay, no one can order a ghost. So he was thinking, this Sir Simon, I must rattle my chains, replenish my blood stains, and walk about the night. It's my only reason for existing. He's saying that this is my duty, like again and again I will restore the blood, I will make noise from my chains, this is my duty. Okay, and I will walk in the night. So Virginia, it is no reason at all to exist. Okay, and you have been very wicked. You killed your wife. Now she is asking that you are a very wicked person, you have killed your wife. Now Sir Simon is saying that I admit I did it, but it was simply a family matter and concerned no one else. Now he is saying that that is none of your business, that you are just getting into, because that was a family matter. Now Virginia is again saying doesn't matter, but it will still wrong to kill anybody. But she is saying that it is very wrong to kill anyone. Okay, even your wife. So again this ghost was saying that I wouldn't have done, like I wouldn't have killed her, but she was not a very good cook. Okay, why he killed her? Because she was a very bad cook. Okay, that's why he killed her. Now I have told you that if you are just going to know about the reason that why she was murdered that time, like you won't be accepting, like if she was not knowing how to cook, that's why this Sir Simon killed his wife. Okay, however I still don't think it was a very nice of her brothers to starve me to death. But in return what they did, like his wife's brother, all of them have not given, they have just taken their revenge. Okay, and in revenge what they did, like they have not provided this Sir Simon with the food for many days, and he starved to death. Like without food, when you won't provide anyone a food, that is known as starving. Okay, when you don't have any food, so starve me to death. So now they have just stopped providing him food, because he killed his wife because she was a bad cook. Okay, now Virginia, now she felt very like she felt sympathy for him, and she was saying that oh Mr. Ghost, I mean Sir Simon, are you hungry? I could go down the kitchen and fix you something to eat. Simon was now very happy. No, no, thank you, I never eat anything now, but that's very kind of you. You are much nicer than the rest of your horrid and rude family. Like why he is calling other family members as rude? Because the twin brothers, okay, like Clark and this uh, Clark and his like the second one, what they did, they used to always bother him by shooting him or by throwing the pillows over him. And his father, like the Virginia's father, what he did, he has just provided him with a bottle of oil, so that he can just put it over the chain so that it will not make noise. Okay, no one just cared about him, but this was only Virginia who came to him and asked that do you need anything. Okay, so stop, I really don't think it was very nice of you to steal all my paints. Okay, now she again remembers that okay, why I came here because this person, like this ghost steal, he has taken all her paints. Okay, so that's why she just wanted to ask him that why you did so. What was I supposed to do? Now Sir Simon is saying that okay, what was I supposed to do? Because it was too expensive to get a real blood these days. Okay, because it was really very expensive for him to get the new blood. So Virginia said that okay, well, goodbye then. Okay, she was saying okay, fine, then I'm just going. But again Simon said that please don't go, Miss Virginia, don't go. I'm so lonely and tired. I want to sleep and I cannot. That is quite absurd. Again Virginia is saying that why you cannot sleep? Just go to your bed and sleep. Okay, blow out the candle. Okay, that time you can sleep. Again this ghost is saying that I haven't slept for over 300 years and I am so tired. Okay, so he was awake from 300 years. Now from it is almost 300 years that he just want a peaceful sleep. Virginia, what does that mean? It means that you must weep my sins because I have no tears. I pray for my soul because I have no faith, and then the angel of death will have mercy on me and I can finally die. He's saying that it is not in my hand to just ask for the mercy or ask to, because I am a murderer, so that's why I'm not getting the heaven or I'm not getting the rid of this life. Okay, and that's why I'm just again and again stuck in this world only. So you have to help me. You have to just go and pray to the angel of death that she should have mercy on me, and then only I will be free from the this bondages of this the circle of life and death. Now Virginia stands up. I'm not afraid. I will ask angel of death to have mercy on you, Mrs. and Mr. Okay, now she is ready to ask, pray to the angel of death. Now Mr. and Mrs. Otis and James are in library. Okay, they are talking that okay, we cannot find Virginia, where is she? Let us look at her. Now the door opens, then Virginia enters with a box of jewels. Okay, so this may come in question that what uh, while yes, when Virginia entered the room, what she was carrying at that time, you can write that box of jewels. Virginia, where were you? We were so worried. Virginia, I was with Sir Simon. The ghost, are you alright? Like Washington was in a carry, like he was just caring about Virginia, and he's saying that okay, you were with the ghost, are you alright? Virginia is saying that yes, I am fine. Sir Simon, is he alive? His father is asking. Okay, Washington's father is asking that whether Sir Simon is alive or not. Virginia, he is fine. He is finally free now. He has been forgiven. Now he is free and he is a free spirit now. No more. And the stain, it is gone. And Washington is saying that okay, the stain, it is gone. And look, before he died, he gave me the box of beautiful jewels to keep. Now, Mr. Otis' father, he's saying that that's very kind of him. It's almost 12. Let us go to bed. We can discuss this in details in the morning. Okay, good night, everyone. So finally, these are the concluding lines. They used to bid good night to each other, and finally they used to move. Okay, this is a story written by Oscar Wilde. He is a very prominent writer in English literature, and his full name is Oscar Fingal O'Flaherty Wills Wilde. Okay, and he was born in the year 16 October 1854. Okay, and he used to write many poems and many books. Okay, he was in Ireland. He was an Irish author. It means that he belongs to Ireland. Okay, that's why you might have find this American family, because they were not from America but from Ireland or England, mainly. Some of his famous work are the Picture of Dorian Gray. Okay, this Picture of Dorian Gray is also a very important work, one of the most important work written by Oscar Wilde. The importance of being earnest. Okay, the importance of being earnest is also it is a fictional thing. Okay, story like being earnest, the Happy Prince and other stories. He died in Paris in November 1900. Okay, so this is the whole story of Oscar Wilde, and now you have seen that how well he has written. Yes, about this the question answers I will be providing you in your WhatsApp group. Okay, so till then, have a good day. And yes, adverbs also I will be posting the videos on adverbs so that you can just revise. Okay, because we were not able to continue the classes. Okay, so have a good day, stay home, stay safe.